and score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw now, Shuck. Little short pass here to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Kamara, the ball carrier. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the Cowboys'
now Shuck.
46-yard line.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Well, they're going option play on 3rd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
That's good for the Saints.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he loses the football a second time.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Throwing, Shuck. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to widen their advantage.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellas up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
16 yards. And the Cowboys.
Lamb will go in motion.
First and 10.
Prescott now. That's caught inside the 20. And he will be marked down inside of New Orleans 10. A big play here for Dallas. 48 yards.
First and goal, Dallas.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Prescott yet again. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
21. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run.
He's still on his feet.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taysom Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are able to add on to that lead.
And oh, it's wide right. No good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The
Cowboys about set to take over on offense. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Devon Vele.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point splits the uprights. And the route is on here in this first half.
48. Cowboys 21.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Breaks through the contact. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
20. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Now Prescott. Finding Pickens for another catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott to throw it. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Off the play fake, Shuck. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Donovan Ezeraku. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll go play action with Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get that complete to Vele. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Shuck. And he's caught by Vele. Fights through and now a crease. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Devon Vele on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints just continue to roll. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2.
The Saints will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today. Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Kamara up the middle. Sheds off the tackle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 67 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Kamara. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Shuck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Taysom Hill on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And it's 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Jonas Sanker.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point forthcoming. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. And the Cowboys going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Prescott. In trouble, and he's taken down.
No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Jonas Sanker.
Unable to corral him, he fights through. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Pass intercepted. The Saints take over first.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. There he goes, left side. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Touchdown. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the 3rd part of the game, offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to praise, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott.
Pickens is there on the crossing route.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
First down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Yeah, really good.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Dallas.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Cowboys are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Aubrey now for the PAT.
On this This is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
So even when they get a touchdown in this game, which hasn't really been a stellar contest for them, they can't even cap it off and kick the extra point.
Yeah, just not a whole lot going right for them in this game.
I know that when they get into film, this is going to be Exhibit A about how this game went for this team. Oh, we finally scored. Can't even kick the extra point.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
82 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
At the 44-yard line.
70 Lions.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
That's good for the Saints. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Check. Fresno. 60 Bisons.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
Brings up third down and 6.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught.
He's got the first down and more than that.
And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Shuck now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Tyler Shuck.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints extend their lead yet again.
And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his third so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now here come the Cowboys.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Williams to start the drive.
taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dallas.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10.
Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. Now a hit and a loose football. Now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right?
And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And who's got it? The defense does. They recover it in the end zone. That'll be a touchback, and the scoring opportunity turned away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he's got some space here. There he goes, left side. Alvin Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
Now, this has been a game of contrast somewhat. As you see, he's had success moving the ball on the ground. That fumble on the last drive, though, that's now 2 that he's lost in this game.
And that's where it really hurts and makes things difficult on a coach, because you mentioned the success he's having, yet if he keeps turning it over, it negates all of that success. Take care of the football, and he's headed for a big game.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
A loss of 7 yards. 3 and out.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Boy, going for it at this stage in the second half, back in the shadow of your own goalpost. Explanation, please, Mr. Davis.
I'm not sure I'm going to give you a great one, but here's a thought that I had. I wonder if maybe instead of going for it with your offense and announcing your intentions, that maybe you run out your special teams and fake it. Because even though teams say, hey, we plan for the fake all the time, I know from experience, you look at the situation, there's no way they're going to fake it here. They probably had a better chance if they tried it that way.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Let's go.
To throw now, Shuck. He'll try and do this himself.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, he's been fun to watch in this one. He's made the correct reads all game long and helped stake his team a huge lead. Running, passing, he's made all the right decisions. But that wasn't the right read on that one. It falls incomplete.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last position.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Pete Werner. Inside the 10.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Hey, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Strong running at the 30.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast because this game, well decided a long time ago. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
70, hop.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down.
Donovan Wilson on the coverage.
Watch the ball, watch the ball, watch the ball.
They'll drop to throw.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he caught it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a hit.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15.
Off the play fake. Here's Shuck.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they're trying to hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Prescott.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Prescott yet again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to
puts it on the carpet. It's out. And some room to work. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 31.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Prescott down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air again, Prescott. And by my goodness, another interception. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
And he will be brought down with a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Ready. Here we go. Check out.
To throw is Shuck.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And that touchdown, his 5th touchdown grab of the game, and that ties him with Jerry Rice from 1990, Kellen Winslow Sr. from 1981, and Bob Shaw back in 1950 for the most receiving touchdowns in a single NFL contest.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
On play action, Prescott.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Prescott off play action. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Play action now. Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And now here is another interception. Pushing his way through. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And out now come the Cowboys. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Prescott to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
And this one too low.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.